Welcome to the ITM Podcast.
This is episode 373. Scott,
Hey man.
I gotta come clean about something.
Mm-hmm.
I have something I have to admit to the people. I don't think my preseason prediction of 92 and 70 is gonna come to fruition.
Joey, you're so negative, dude. It's June 24th, and they're on a 66 win pace. So all they have to do is add what, 28 games? 26 games?
You want to know what they have to do, Scott? Because they are currently 32 and 46. They would have to go 60 and 24 the rest of the way. Which is a casual little 115 win pace. So all they got to do is from here on out be better than the 2018 team by 7 wins. Play at that pace every day for the rest of the summer into the fall, and then it could come true. So you are right about that. Ain't over till it's over. But it's over.
Look.
I'm looking.
Here's the deal. Here's the situation.
Say it.
The Red Sox lost a series battle of two of the worst teams in the league. And they did so by blowing games late, which was the only thing they didn't do wrong, and making defensive miscues, which was their other claim to fame.
Yeah.
So that's not great. We learned something. We learned something this series. We learned that, I think we can definitively say, Chad Tracy's not going to be here next year. So we get to talk all offseason about a new manager, because regardless of whether he's the greatest coach of all time or not, probably I'm going to lean on the latter. He just can't win with this team, and that's just like Ron Reineke got fired, and it's like that's not his fault, but it's like they went 20 and 40 or whatever. This is a situation we're facing now, so it's like we're going to see a new manager, likely to be paired with a new GM. So it turns out that Chad Tracy did not. Wow, I didn't even notice the background not being there.
Nobody did. It doesn't even fit anymore. What happened? Do you see that? Whatever. Who cares? I'm sorry. Go on.
It turns out that Chad Tracy was not the reason that Marcelo Meyer can't hit off-speed pitches.
I thought it was his fault the whole time. So
until today, and then I think today was what I finally just said. It turns out Chad Tracy might not be the young guy whisperer, although the pitching is good. He has nothing to do with that, but it's good. Normally at this point,
he makes lineups.
He does. Yep. He not good ones. Mickey in the front. He refuses to let go of that concept.
Mickey in the front. Yeah. It's a bold decision every time. Normally
at this point, you would be hoping just for the number 1 pick. That UCLA kid hit so many home runs, and you'd be hoping for something like that. But unfortunately, the MLB decided they needed to add a lottery to prevent tanking, as if teams would start losing on purpose for a kid that won't be in the majors for 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
They just felt like hey, we got to do something about this tanking issue we have across the league. People are, always trying to get their Cooper flags. And so we got to do something with this draft lottery. So now you can't even bank on that, because the top 18 team can end up with the number 1 pick. Yeah. And also, Caleb Durbin.
It's really quick on that. It's Paul Skeen's fault. It's Paul Skeen's fault. The fact that there was a couple of guys who came up as quickly as they did, and looked good in the majors as quick as they did. They were like, "Oh shit! Now this could be a thing." Quick,
one in every 30 years.
Yeah.
Yep. Stupid. Of course. Gotta happen. And then you get Caleb Durbin get hurt, who's somehow our best player, which is crazy. He downplayed the injury after the game, but that was just a fun little icing on the cake. And the Red Sox face Cam Schiller tomorrow. Sorry to ruin your pitching preview. So that's where the Red Sox stand at this very moment.
Yeah, everything's good. Everything's good. At the end of the game, at the end of the series, Will Fleming said, "It's gut check time." To which I said,
"What?
Will, I think that was a month ago. I think gut check time was a while ago because the gut has been checked. And let me tell you what the gut says. Bad baseball team. That's what the gut says.
No bueno.
No bueno."
I think this is good. I think this is good.
What's good? What's good about it?
Hear me out. We were so distracted this year we went into the year with could they win games and all this bullshit about competitive, whatever. Now we get to do what this team this fan base has gotten accustomed to doing. It's time to talk about the prospects we get in return for Aldis Chapman, Sonny Gray. Maybe I wasn't on the Wilson Contreras train. Now it's starting to feel lesser. Like I just don't feel like you can fix it next year. There's no reason. Nothing's changed. But you're gonna explore a lot of options. We're gonna get to talk about those prospects coming back. We got the draft coming up. We get to talk about how fun that is this year. That's not that far away.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's what's going to be really exciting, and this part genuinely isn't me being a dick. I love the off season when it's about a GM search, and then you learn about their background, and then that person's got to bring in a manager, and we learn about their background, and then that's when free agency opens up. It's such a fun time to be in sports content when we have so much. Like our whole off season is going to be filled up with storylines and rumors and stuff like that. And let's be real. If you're a baseball fan, you live for the drama a little bit, like the girls watch Love Island, the guys with girlfriends watch Love Island. And then there's us that get to watch the storylines of, did you hear what Rafael Devers did? Did you see the video? Did you see him wave off his manager? That's our drama. That's what we do.
And we pitch it to our girlfriends like, oh no, so this guy, like, they don't like each other. And then I think honestly they do quickly realize like, oh, this is your guys' soap opera.
And Cora subtweeted Rafael Devers, who used to be his boss.
And guess what he fucking said? Here, dude, I got something I got to admit that's in this realm. I'm with you that like it will be fun. And like the GM search, all that stuff, like it will be fun. Right now, though, something happened today that like gave me a gut check. I got a new car, and I'm still figuring out how the stuff works. I didn't put a charger in the car, so I went to my in-laws for a minute today alone. It was just me. I went over there to like do some stuff, and my phone died like right as I got there. Right, so I'm just phoneless for like an hour. I get back in the car, phone's still dead, so I just put on EEI, and they're mid-conversation, and they're like, well, who would want to come here now? They saw what happened to Bloom. They saw what happened to Breslow, and they keep going. And I said out loud to myself, "Oh, did they fire Craig?" With that tone, like I said it with like a, "Oh, did they fire him?" I didn't. Oh my god! I gotta stop and grab a charger, and I gotta get on Twitter, and I just went, "Oh, did they fire it? Did they do it?" Because like that's where it's at. It's like, oh, like have they? What's the word when the coroner declares time of death? Like, oh, have they made it official? Have they declared them dead? Oh, okay. Like that's where it's at right now. Like I know the time will come in the winter that we'll care a little bit more about that kind of stuff. Right now, it's like, good, roll over dead, and like it's. You got to do something bit louder and bigger than that to like grab my attention right now. I will say, starting to resemble, KFC has like the console meter. You know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
KFC.
Counsel?
Like Barstool's KFC. Kevin Clancy.
Okay, first of all, certainly thought we were talking about the franchise that sells chicken.
I could tell that's what we thought. So different KFC. I'm sure he's I'm sure it's the first time he heard that, but he has a meter that's like, counsel the season is like the far end of the thing. It's when he's talking about the Mets, right? Like we're so back, and it goes counsel the season. I think on our meter, we're starting to get into dumpster fire territory, which when you get there, that's kind of where I live, dude. I live for that shit. We're approaching like worst Red Sox team of our lifetime. We're approaching worst offense. Yeah, worst offense in Red Sox history. We're there.
Cruising.
But now we're starting to get into like chicken and beer and like Bobby Valentine and like, do these guys not like each other? Is there an issue? Is there infighting? This guy doesn't want to talk to the rest of the team. There's a rumor about this guy. This guy's kind of talking about being traded.
You know what I can't wait for?
What?
The day Craig gets fired in the next like 72 hours where the reporters just let it eat. Because there's this thing where right after a firing like this is made, you'll hear some stuff where you'll be like, John Henry told Craig he wasn't allowed to sign a second baseman. And you'd be like, what? Yeah. Like that's the kind of, like, you'll get an article where it'd be like, did you know that Craig actually wasn't allowed to make a trade within the American League? You're like, on. Like you get these just ridiculous storylines that turn out to be true. Stuff that some of it, like with Bloom, I feel like I knew a little bit of it. And then it just like came out publicly. With Craig, I don't really know anything. So I'm very excited to hear this.
And like the reporters will always drop it in just like a tweet. It'll never be like, read my story. There's like some damning things.
Some
about
things
Craig.
I think, and it's note 7 of 10, and that's after a 1,000-word feature about something else.
Somebody will reply to Chris Cotillo. This is my prediction. Someone will reply to Chris Cotillo and be like, finally get Bresbot out of the clubhouse. And then Chris will quote tweet it, and he'll say something like, the players all agreed to lock Craig Breslow out of the clubhouse since May.
Yeah.
And we'll be like, what? He hasn't been allowed in the club? The players have been keeping him out?
It'll be Sean McAdam, some things I think. Note 6 will be like a note about the Bruins offseason. And then note 7 would be like, Craig Breslow has been working remotely for the last 18 months.
Yeah. Craig Breslow bought a home in California a while ago. Lives there most of the time. So. Married John Henry's daughter. He also did. Anyway. Actually, I don't think he has. No, he has an adult daughter. He has an adult daughter. Close one. Close one.
John Henry is 93, dude. Obviously, his daughter is older than us.
No, dude, he has kids, like kids.
What do you mean?
Dude, Linda's like 28, dude.
Okay, so he's 76.
Yeah, John Henry's children.
This is a weird Google search.
Yeah, I know.
2 younger children.
2012, he had a kid.
His youngest son is around 12 to 14.
Yeah. Check that
but
out.
He does have an oldest daughter who's from a previous marriage in her late 20s. Ooh, yeah. I don't like that could be my age. Late whatever I don't like. You don't hear, late teens.
Yeah.
And late 20s sounds way worse than like early 30s to me.
Is it because you're starting to get some like fear of your own mortality? You are just a man, you will die one day.
It's just my knee hurts sometimes.
I tried to play soccer this week, hurt both of my knees.
Oh my God.
I'm on the third floor. I'm on the third floor right now. I don't know what's going on floors 1 and 2. I haven't been down there in days. I can't walk down the stairs. So
no, of course not, dude.
No, it's amazing. I found out I can't go downstairs by going upstairs, being like, oh, that kind of hurt. And then I went to go down and was like, oh wow, I physically can't do that. That's new. Anyway, if we're approaching dumpster fire territory, it will actually be good for the show. Like we'll have something to talk about.
Yes.
It'll be fun, and I'm all for blowing up. The thing is now too. This is actually positive in its own weird way. Is there are like players that I like on this team. There are players that I really like on this team, but like the really like list is probably Crochet, Roman, Marcelo, Willier. That's probably the end of that list. And then there's like a I like tier, which is like Sedon, Trevor, Justin Slayton. I don't know, like guys that I'm like, yeah, sure. Whitlock, yeah. And then like everyone else is like, whatever.
You could have said this, and I maybe just missed it. Where do you put Roman Anthony?
He was in the guys I like Crochet and Roman.
All right,
yeah,
okay,
Crochet,
all right,
yeah.
okay.
And then it's like
Christian Campbell.
Yeah. Christian Campbell falls into the what the fuck
Crochet. No, Crochet, Roman, Christian Campbell, Marcelo Meyer, the big three in Crochet.
Connor
just like
Wong,
we drew it up.
Yeah.
Kyle Teal.
Yeah. Mickey Gasper. Honestly, Mickey Gasper might be higher on this list than most of the team.
Did you know that he was a New Hampshire native that was a Yankees fan? That changes how I feel about him.
Oh, that actually changes everything.
Yeah.
Fuck Mickey Gasper. I actually hate him.
This whole like homegrown whatever, like not really. Not if you pick the Yankees.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Well,
Schlittler's more of a homegrown, than Mickey.
That's like, yeah, it's like remotely grown.
You're just Ben Rice.
New Yorker. Yeah,
You're just Ben Rice, but you suck.
It's our leadoff hitter, dude. Anyway, what I was getting at is
sometimes they're 3-hitter.
That's true. What I'm getting at is there are only so many like I would say there's nobody on this team who's like beloved by the fan base. There are liked players. There are well-liked players. There's nobody who's beloved, which is great for a dumpster fire.
No Devers. It should have been Roman, but he was hurt.
Petey. Like, there's no that guy that like a dumpster fire is going to make you like totally change your opinion on. I guess Crochet and Roman, but like they're not really here. So it's kind of perfect.
Roman's fallen out of that category for the fan base, and that's people are overreacting, and I understand that. But there is a little bit too, like pre-anointing him, and then being like, "Well, wait a minute." Like, it becomes less exciting when this guy that's he went from the youngest guy at this level, youngest guy at AA, youngest guy at AAA, to like now he's taking a year off, and he's now just like normal prospect age for being in the big leagues entering year 3. And it's like, okay, like for someone that has 70 games or whatever under his belt,
90,
he's not like his crazy young or whatever. And when he gets to camp next year was still 70 games or whatever, it's not going to be that exciting.
He'll be 23. That's still young. That's still a young prospect.
No, absolutely. But you know what it is? It's Tristan Casas.
That's what fucked it up for you?
It's just like, that's who I think of when I'm like, but this could just keep happening. Also, if you want to just throw this out there, if you type in Roman Anthony, the first link is his minor World Baseball Classic stats. Like if you go, that's where it directly goes to in its Baseball Reference, which is like, that only happens if you're more of a minor leaguer than a big leaguer, which is crazy.
Yeah.
I think he has actually played. Yeah, that's right. He's played 101 games.
Wow. Okay, that's more than I thought. I thought it was like 90 something, but I guess it's only a little bit more than I thought. But whatever.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
But like without him here, without like the guy who like was pre-anointed, and without the guy who like is the ace that you
Legit.
gave, traded for and gave the big extension to. Like the fact that I don't know, name fucking anyone like Carlos Narvaez, kind of falling out of favor with the fans for a handful of different reasons. Doesn't break my heart. It's like something to talk about. If a video leaks of Caleb Durbin punching Chad Tracy, and I pick Caleb intentionally because he seems like the most mild-mannered guy. I feel like he's the least likely guy to do that. Would the city of Boston, would it change the way we look at the core of this team moving forward? Fucking no.
Contreras, he's too old, but he's probably on the top of the beloved list right now among active players.
And probably the most likely to throw a punch at the manager.
No doubt. I mean, not even the debate.
I can't even think of who would be second. It's Wilson by a mile.
Yeah. It's his left hand and then his right hand, or maybe in reverse. Those are the two most likely outcomes.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm all for it, man. If we're gonna burn it down, burn it down. I'm here for it. How you holding up? What was your favorite part of this series?
Connor Wong hitting his first home run in 100-something games.
I like that too.
Of course not. You know, it was really fun.
What?
Game 1, right before they blew it up in the 8th inning, when Whitlock couldn't get an out, but they just started just piecing guys from the outfield. Willie and Rafael are just absolutely hosing players of the Colorado Rockies. That was the most fun part of the series, and then it got ruined really, really fast.
Yeah. That when it's this bad, let's jump to this. When you're in a position that you're in right now, and it's a really, really unique stew that has these really, really unique ingredients going into it, right? Like this Red Sox team right now, because any other situation, it's like the most obvious sell, move on, rebuild, whatever. But A, the Red Sox are coming out of a rebuild, and B, they have a chief baseball officer who is fighting for his fucking life because he fired the manager and things got worse, and he is on the chopping block just going by the timetable, by how long that he's been in the position that he's in. So because of that, you end up getting these stupid-ass Craig Breslow quotes where he's like, yeah, we have to be realistic about what's going on, but I do still have hope that we can turn it around in the next few weeks before the deadline. Which is moronic, but makes a lot of sense why he would be rooting for that. We, meaning Red Sox fans, should not be rooting for that. You should be rooting, if you're a true Red Sox fan, you should be rooting for them to lose from here to the deadline. After that, have all the fun you want. Win out from there. But you need to convince ownership, Breslow, this isn't a fucking time to push any goddamn chips in. You don't hold anything back. You maximize your return for what you can get right now, right? That's what you need. And so because of that, I'm watching game 1, and it's this absolute fucking worst case scenario where it's yeah, they lost. They lost, which they need, in my mind, they needed to lose the series to the Rockies because Craig Breslow needs to look in the fucking mirror and understand where the fuck this team is at. But Whitlock, and specifically Chapman, your most prized trade piece, who you've been just afraid to put into a game, just keeping him on a shelf, keeping him dusted and pristine looking, to come out, I think it's his second time pitching in the last 3 months. To come out and do that is devastating. Absolutely devastating to any kind of deadline plans. It's the
he jumped up to a
worst
2.0. He had as a 2.08 ERA. He had a .46 at one point. You're still gonna get plenty for him, but that He's clearly either dealing now. I throw away most pitcher performances in Colorado, to be fair, but you're now, there's the injury that people have lightly talked about. Like, is there a nagging injury there that really is hampering him? And you're just building a narrative that could cost you. Well, we're not going to give you that second prospect. We're just going to give you the one because he looks like he might be, a lot worse in the second half than the first. He didn't do this last year, et cetera, or whatever. I will say the other thing. I'm not worried about. I know you're still worried that if they win 2 out of 3, that they're going to somehow buy. That's so far in the rear view to me that I don't care about that. It was upsetting.
Craig's saying that like he still wants that to be the outcome.
Of course he does, but like it would literally take like 15-game winning streak or something, like 25 of 30. Like there's.
Does it though,
so
or does it just need to
yes.
be enough for him to like try to convince ownership?
He can't. They're on pace for 66 wins. You would
Desperate
need to get
man,
to like
dude. He's
90.
fighting for his job. He's managing for his job or whatever.
But the Red Sox aren't fighting for his job. They'll just be like, "No, you're selling." It's gonna give him homework.
They haven't done that before. Like, think of the 23 deadline when like they just let Himes stay over the luxury tax and then.
But they were
decide where they fired him.
Those teams were close. Those teams were actually close.
No, 23 wasn't. 23 was like they should have absolutely sold, and instead he stayed over the luxury tax. It's like he like soft sold but stayed over the luxury tax. Like that was like the absolute worst of it. And then the oversight from above. BOH has been by. Theo has been by. Like they've been there as they make these terrible deals. So like, I don't think that like, I don't know.
The Red Sox were 56 and 50 in 2023 on August 1st, the trade deadline. That's a hell of a lot different than what they're doing now. I can't believe you're still talking about this.
But what? But them buying? He said it this week, dude. He said that like, he's not ready to say that they're sellers. He's like, we got to be realistic, but still got hope.
Yeah, but he's saying, first of all, what Craig says doesn't matter. But he's saying if they keep losing, they're going to sell. But like, all he said there was if they win 20 games in a row, they'll consider, like, there's a month left, so they've
given him keys to the city in a lot of ways, Craig.
Mm-hmm. But when he said, "I need you to fire Cora, he's the problem. Chad Tracy's gonna fix this thing," and then that guy is even worse. He loses his credibility instantly against a billionaire who actually, isn't going to be fooled like that. I don't know.
Did he say Chad Tracy's the magic man who's going to come in here and fix it all? Or did he say, we need to get Alex Cora out of here. Anything else is going to be an improvement? They're like his time has
either
come.
way.
He's lost the clubhouse, blah, blah, blah. And even
he said
the rest of this year. Because they didn't even say Chad Tracy was the guy. Because like in their press conferences right after, they didn't even commit to Chad for the rest of the season.
That's true. But I mean, like he had to say, Cora is a problem. Let me fix this. And then didn't fix it. I just, regardless, I don't think we're even close to a conversation of any sort of fringe buy, sell, whatever. They're going to be like 17 games back of 500 when the trade deadline starts. Like there's never been a more clear path. Because you could talk about other years. You could talk about all the buy-sell years. But a lot of those buy-sell years, they were like a 500-ish team that, and in that case, the one you talked about, 6 games over 500. And it was just more about, like, they're not going to be in first. The wild card is, like, a fringe thing. They're the third worst team in the American League. There's nothing to talk about.
I need to look at the other Was it the 2022 deadline? Yeah, they were 500.
Yeah.
Was it 2024 deadline? 10 games over.
That's what I mean.
What
Like, I think you're
fuck?
remembering these teams as not as bad as they were, or worse than they were.
What?
So
I don't know. What I do know is that until they explicitly say that they're not buying, I think Craig's mind is still going to be on buying. His job is in jeopardy. He's not going to be thinking about doing anything other than.
Joey, you know that doesn't matter. You know that does
Why?
not matter.
Why wouldn't it matter?
Because every GM in the history of time, when they were on the hot seat, would then just buy every single year. He can't just do that. Like, you think they're not going? You think
They've let him do a lot?
Yeah, but they're not going to be like, go buy a rental and keep Chapman. Sam Kennedy is talking about selling.
They sat in the room with him last year while he got Dustin May in exchange for who, dude?
James Tibbs. I'm not saying they're controlling the trade.
Watched him do that, and we're like, yeah, go for it. They let him just be a fucking menace when it comes to this organization, and they're going to step in and be like, hey, no, you can't trade 2 mid-rank prospects for a power bat or something. Like, I don't know. Like, what is he going to do? Like, he can't add some massive contract at the deadline. He's not going to increase payroll by $30 million. Like,
but he also, they're going to say, hey, we're getting ready for next year.
Then at that point, I don't think Craig would be here, because I don't think they would give him like a fake deadline. They would either give him the deadline to do what he does, or they would step in before the deadline and get him out of here. In which case, I genuinely don't know who the deadline would be run through. We can dream and say it would be Theo, but I don't think it would be.
Even that, like, if you think Theo is watching baseball to the point where he could just jump in and make trade deadline moves for AA prospects, like, you're insane. Like, yeah. It's a little bit different. I get what you're saying, but there's just no way in hell the Red Sox are going to buy at the deadline. They're so bad. Like, when have you ever seen a team?
They just lost a series to the fucking Rockies.
Yeah, they're not. When have you ever seen a team this bad buy?
The Angels.
When?
A couple years ago. It was the year Shohei's contract was expiring. And everybody was like, where's Shohei going to go? And then they were like, hey, we're actually not trading Shohei.
Yeah, that was stupid.
We're actually buying. And then they bought, and they got like Lucas Giolito. I don't remember who else. They got a handful of dudes. And then like 2 weeks later, they like DFA'd them. Or do you remember this?
They got like because Giolito and Ronaldo Lopez came in, and then there was a couple other guys, and it happened across the league where Giolito ended up on the Guardians because he was able to just get claimed, and it was such a weird. They put him on waivers. That's what I'm looking for. The waivers thing where you could just claim a really good pitcher, and he was awful. That was the year before we got him. But like, they don't have a Shohei Ohtani on an expiring contract, and that was also like an ownership thing of like, we're not trading Ohtani. The Red Sox, like, they're going to sell. They suck. They're going to be way under. There's going to be no argument. They're just going to sell.
I'm I hate to sound like I don't know what is the word, like a doom
Conspiracy theorist, and I know that's not what you're going for, but this is what
no,
it
it's
sounds
not.
like.
Like I don't want to sound overly negative and say like I'm rooting
Yeah.
for the team to lose, but like when the CBO is saying some scary shit like that,
Yeah,
which I agree with you that like it would be fucking crazy.
Yeah.
This team does some shit that's fucking crazy. Scott, imagine if 13 months ago, which is a unit of time a lot of people talk about, 1 year and 1 month ago, I say to your face, the Red Sox are going to trade Rafael Devers next month. You'd say, Joe, they're not going to fucking do that. That's fucking crazy. And then they did it because they're fucking dumb and it's fucking crazy. And then what if I said, hey, the pieces that they get in return, they're going to trade one of them for literally Dustin May, actually Dustin fucking actual literal May, and then I'm good. The other guy, they're going to trade him, and he's going to be like a Cy Young candidate. But the guy that they get back is going to be fucking dick. He's going to be just piss on the floor of the clubhouse. That's what he's going to be. And then he's going to have like a good week when the Red Sox are 14 games under 500. You'd say that's the dumbest fucking timeline there is. They did it. They did all that dumb shit. I don't put anything past the moron that is Craig Breslow. I don't put anything past him. So I just need them to lose 10 in a row before I can breathe and be like, okay, now he's certainly not going to buy.
I mean,
you got more. Just say it. You got faith in Craig.
No, I have faith in the Red Sox not letting Craig just buy. Like, if he was like, my plan is to buy at the deadline, they would be like, no.
First of all, he wouldn't say it like that. He would say, like, based on our analytical. I can't even do it. I tried there. My brain stalled out like a Model T. I got nothing. I can't do that. But he would make a compelling case. He would try his ass off and make a case. And I honestly, maybe we need him to try to give that speech because maybe that accelerates the firing. Maybe they hear him say that shit and go, holy fuck, man, you got to go.
I just want to see what this exact quote is. We'll be realistic and do what is best for the organization. That's how he started.
And he could have left it there.
Yeah.
But
that's how you know. That's if they start the quote, that's how they feel. But I still think that we're capable of playing better and stacking some wins together and hope that we can do that in the coming days and weeks. The first thing we need to do is take care of what's happening here and do everything we can do to figure out how to play better baseball and stack some wins together. They already lost. They already didn't do the one thing he was contingent on.
Right.
But still not at a point where that decision is clear. I agree that that's a terrifying statement. Because like I said, we've got a lot of baseball games to play between now and then. We're going to do everything we can do to get the ship ready for 2026, which is stupid. Like,
yes.
But what he's talking about is winning like 15 to 20.
And I'm saying go out and lose a series to the Rockies.
If they won 14 games in a row, they'd be what, 500 or under 500?
They would be one game over.
Okay. So
2024 just called by the deadline.
They're about to play the Yankees too, so that's not going to go well.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, losing a series to the Rockies and then who fucking knows what's going to happen against it's at Fenway, yeah?
I don't know.
It's a 4-game weekend series hosting the New York Yankees, coming off travel from the West Coast without an off day. Starting off against Schlittler and then Rodon and Cole also going in this series. Put him to bed. Put him to bed.
I want to beat the Yankees.
It's over. It's over.
I know the season's over, but like you still want to beat the Yankees.
I'm too scared to win games right now. I'm scared to win games.
Yeah,
right now.
You're in a very different place than me.
Didn't you hear that I'm a John Henry puppet? I'm pulling for John to make some good money this weekend. That's what I'm really pulling for.
Mm-hmm. People said that about you?
You didn't see that?
No.
Oh, I got pissed.
Was it what platform?
YouTube. It was a YouTube.
So this
comment.
was like a short. Or was this part of the video?
This is like on the full ass video. He said, this fellow said, all Lou, because it's on the video about Lou Merlone, or of Lou Merlone. He said, all Lou knows is what's written in front of him by Henry's network. This guy absolutely sucks. It'd be real nice hearing him and OB talk about baseball during one of these Red Sox games. Instead, he'll spend 3 innings talking about how he just bought his wife a new snowblower. The only thing worse than the Red Sox broadcast is the Red Sox team. It's awesome listening to stuff like MLB Central. They are quick to point out how bad the Red Sox are and why they're bad.
Did you get in on the... Oh, you got in on this. Okay.
Yeah. I said, hey, buddy, were they having a sale at the Bad Take store? Which, proud of. I was like, yeah, that's...
Got him.
Were they having a buy 2, get a million free sale? He said, yes, you must have watched last night's highlight reel. Time to pretend like you're an expert, just like the rest of your generation. You must be trying to get that Henry contract. Wonder why you interviewed him. How much did Henry cut you a check for recording this garbage? And I said, yeah, he writes me a check every week. I'll praise Father John.
I get a little sauce from the Fenway Sports Group. It's really doesn't change my opinion. Still hate them.
Yeah, they don't pay me.
They don't pay you. I get paid by the Fenway Sports Group. I want that known.
Fenway Sports Group has paid me a little bit of money over the years. No, they paid me quite a bit, actually. I forgot they paid me quite a bit. But yeah, it doesn't stop me from calling John Henry a blood-sucking succubus of a, I guess, human. But I've never shied away from calling him that, or being critical of his whatever baseball team, you know. But you mentioned they're playing the Yankees, Scott, and right you fucking are, bro. They are playing 4 games against the New York Yankees at Fenway Park. Game 1. It's going to be Cam Schlittler versus Connolly Early. Cam Schlittler had 109 strikeouts. He's got a 1.71 ERA. He's got an 8-3 record. If you are over 50. Game 2 is going to be Will Warren versus Peyton Tolley. That one will be fun. It's a Friday. It's a Fenway Friday. Ooh, are we going to go to that? It's a Fenway Friday, June 26th, 7 p.m. Fenway Sox Yankees Peyton Tolley start. You want to go?
I'll take a look.
Yeah, take me to Fenway. Saturday afternoon, 1:10 p.m. on ABC. Garrett Cole versus Jake Bennett. All right, and Game 4 is going to be Carlos Rodon versus Sonny Gray. That one's fine too. Go Sox, kid, or whatever. The Sox fucking lost to goddamn Kyle Freeland. Oh, I got the Sox winning next series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's take one off. They might. I think they snagged one in a. No,
fucking one, dude.
Yeah, I know. I hear you.
Because it's like the Tolley ones. Like I guess the one like they technically have an edge. Peyton Tolley has they don't score runs for Peyton Tolley.
And I think the league is starting to figure out. He doesn't have the most tricks in the book. He can be figured out. Okay, yeah, no, I'm Friday. I'm gonna go 1 out of 4. Yeah. And I don't feel great about it.
Yeah, they win one of these games, I think. Maybe. And then after this too, they host the Nationals, who are above 500. which means
Who are
in
going
my
to be the
mind,
stands for this Red Sox Yankees game? Is it the
who's going
Germans?
to be in the stands?
Because it's going to be
Oh.
who's in town.
Did you real quick on the World Cup? Did you see what the Dubliner did?
No, but
Oh,
there's the hub of this whole tournament.
yeah. So Irish bar, obviously Dubliner,
The most,
and
yeah.
good friends with the Scots. Allowed the Scots to be there. I don't know how much you know about history, Scott, but
Nothing.
Okay. English, Irish, Scottish. You aware about how they feel about each other?
Well, actually, I'd like to question that from you because our clipping
What did I do?
situation put out some stuff on Facebook. It's got about 500,000 views, and a lot of people are mad at you because you kept saying the Scots and the Brits,
Yeah, whatever.
and they're saying that we are Brits,
Yeah,
and you got to learn history and geography and all this stuff. And
I know the history and the geography. I just when I say the Brits, I mean the fucking English.
Yeah, and I understand that, but
It's a derogatory term. When I say Brits, I am not talking about my friends, the Scots.
Mm-hmm.
They're not Brits. I mean, they are, but they're not.
Yeah.
Are you a Yankee, Scott? Would you call yourself a Yankee?
No.
But you are.
Just go Sox.
You're from the North. Are you a Yankee?
Go Sox. Nah, go Sox.
Yeah, but go Sox. Exactly. That's exactly how it is. Like the Scots are like technically like they are Brits, but if you went to Scotland, you're like, look at all these British people, they'd be like, I guess, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, the English have for let's call it centuries, ruled over the Irish and Scottish people with, let's say, less than nice means of doing so. Potato famine, heard of it? It was like a systematic starvation.
Yeah, lack of potato. I know about it.
It was the opposite. It was the systematic starvation of the Irish people. They're still not stoked about it. The IRA, the Irish Republic, no, they were a lot of bombing. They killed people in England. Ireland, England don't get along. Mm-hmm. Scotland firmly on the Irish side. That's the context of history that you need to know here. The Dubliner, home to the Scots while they were here doing their thing. The other day, England played a game in Boston. Well, not really, in Foxborough, at Gillette, at Boston Stadium. And the Dubliner closed for the day. And they put up a sign that said, our staff needs a break. Thanks for understanding. Luckily, there's nothing happening in Boston today.
That's awesome.
It is very, very cool. And the English, not the Brits, the English were very pissed about it. And that's fucking awesome. They took a hit of so much fucking money to be like, just to shove it to the English.
The English are also in our comments getting mad at Boston because I don't know what happened. I don't know. That's interesting. They are saying that we reversed our rules because when the World Cup started, certain bars extended an extra hour, and there's this looseness about the city that's, there's certain areas where you can drink outside. There's all these things, and people are saying that it was stripped away now.
Yes.
That the English are here, which is the post I saw was that at 10 p.m. Boston has started to close bars because the English are here. I said, what bar in Boston is closing at 10 p.m.? You just made that up. Like, what are you talking about? I will say, loved Scotland's experience in Boston. They have, however, been very upset at us, and it's kind of interesting because they refuse to admit that they're European, even though they're
the Scottish.
Yep. Oh, look at our comments. Hundreds. On the Facebook clipping channel, hundreds of comments saying, hey, we're not European. We're just in Europe. we're not European. And then a lot of people going back and forth and being like, dude, you're in Europe, you're European, get over it. But anyway, they're pissed about that. And then they were pissed that we said they weren't British. And I just don't know. I just don't know how to appease at this point. Because you think that would be worse.
I think it's a compliment that we said we would never lump you guys in with the English. We would sooner lump you in with the rest of Europe.
Well, I just think the other thing too is like, I'd love to be taller, but that doesn't mean I can just start saying I'm not short. You're in Europe factually. You may not talk to, you might say, hey, I don't like that. And we're kind of whatever. But until you leave Europe.
I mean, I guess by the same logic, if somebody was from like Bermuda, would you be like, they're an American? It's like you're technically like you're from.
Yeah,
like
but
you're
we
on
don't.
an island near the continent of America. Like they are on an island.
But they're not
near
in like
Europe.
Americans. They're not like states. I know they're like whatever, but that makes sense why people would be. But that would be like, to me, that would be like Texas being like, we're not American. Which that would be the
They kind of
craziest thing
probably
ever.
do feel like that. They're Texan. You know what I mean? They're not
Yeah,
American,
but
they're
like
Texan.
that's what I mean. Just
Yeah.
I got a lot of hate for that, and it made me start Googling some things. Like, are we really tripping here? And it's like, no, of course we're not.
Yeah, no.
So lovely experience though with them, and
Been
those
great.
comments have fueled our about 550,000 views on those shorts on Facebook Shorts. Which who uses that? I didn't know anybody, but here we go.
So the next game's taking place at Boston Stadium is Norway, France this Friday, which
So they're going to get to experience Red Sox, Yankees, and I don't even know what side. I mean,
that's going to be an unbelievable game. First of all, that's Erling Haaland versus Kylian Mbappe. That's unbelievable. That's fucking awesome. So I'm going to be tuning into that, and B, those two fan bases. I don't know what's going to happen with them as I think about it. Are they going to be doing the Scottish thing? You know what I mean? Are they going to be going to Fenway? Are they going to be infiltrating our?
I would think probably not to the same. They probably won't be as loud, but I would think the tourism would still be very high. Not so much probably on Friday. Friday is actually going to be dead in Fenway.
Why?
Just because I feel like everyone's going to watch other games instead.
It's Red Sox Yankees. Well, so the game is at 3 p.m.
That's true. Oh. Yeah, no, never mind.
3 p.m. World Cup game. People will already be hammered, and then Red Sox Yankees is down the street.
7. Yeah, that's.
I think it's going to be actually kind of fucking crazy now that I say it out loud. So
those prices are probably absurd right now.
yeah, you want to look? We're not sponsored by any of these websites right now.
No, we can say whatever we want.
Okay, I'm going to check. Everyone's favorite Ace Ticket. Red Sox
Ace
Yankees.
Ticket was where you went first, huh? That's kind of crazy.
I go to see. I feel like I shouldn't say where I go.
Probably not,
$94 is the get-in price on SeatGeek.
They're seeing 87 in the CVS Family Grandstand 32. I don't know why that's sponsored, but I've noticed that this year.
CVS Family
Dude, this is what I'm talking
Grandstand.
about. This is the Thursday game. But let me tell you, okay, Thursday game, Red Sox Yankees, Aura Pavilion, $140 to $2, including fees.
Okay, so difference. I'm seeing that too. The Aura Pavilion, that's not the Aura Club. Different things. The Aura Pavilion is what used to be the State Street Pavilion. So that's like where you and I watched games, like the standing room, the pavilion. That's the pavilion. The Aura Club is what used to be State Street. That's like inside with the fucking
No. The Aura Club.
big time.
No,
Club,
I did
not
this
the
like
pavilion.
a week ago. The pavilion is where they have this designated seats, and then you can go inside, outside. But they're right in front of the Aura Club.
No way. No, that's like there's Aura Club seats.
No, like
The Aura Club, there's $285 for Aura Club row 4. It's a different thing. The club seats and the pavilion seats.
If you type in Aura Pavilion in the thing, it says Aura Club, indoor outdoor buffet, drinks patio, whatever. You get all of the benefits. It's just you have when you go to the Aura Club, you have a seat outside as well. Aura Pavilion is the same thing as the Aura Club.
There's no way you can get inside the Aura Club with a pavilion.
I did it 12 days ago.
I don't fucking believe you, bro.
I did it. I did it 12 days ago.
Okay. Okay, sure.
You're mad. Because I'm right and I'm a genius.
I'm mad that I host a show with a liar.
Well, get used to it.
$515.20 for 2 seats in the Aura Club, which gives you access to the indoor club, unlike the Aura Pavilion.
You're an asshole, and you're a liar and a thief.
Aura Club, Section 2, Row 5, seats 11 and 12. If you need Scott, that's where he'll be. I just use your card to check out, and I will see you there, dude. Anything else you want to say to these fine people? Oh, because I have something, but you go first.
Okay, I got a couple of quick things. Sonny Gray pitched so well in Colorado, it made me think about an extension, which is crazy. Obviously, they're going to trade him, and that's the right move. But I hate that we're going to lose Sonny Gray after how good he's been. Would have loved to see a playoff run that he's involved in. Just a thought. You didn't even have to answer this, but what happened to Cutter Crawford and Tanner Houck? I just remembered they're on their team mid-episode, and I just said, that's hilarious. I thought about them as just people that are on this team. Like, imagine them coming back next year. Like, you have your rotation, basically. Like, you have Crochet back, you have Suarez, you have Tolle, you have Early, and then it's like Bayo, Crawford, Houck fighting for spot, and Jake Bennett fighting for spot number 5 in spring training next year. That's, like, crazy to think about. Yeah. Bayo, on that note, has a 5.19 ERA and a 3.24 batting average against an 8 2/3 innings in AAA in 2 starts. So hasn't been super smooth. Numbers again. 5.19 ERA, a 3.24 batting average against in 8 2/3. He does have 10 Ks in 8 2/3, but his own 1.16 WHIP. It has not gotten better against lower competition, which is almost impossible.
His last start, he went 4 2/3. He had 7 hits, 2 walks, 3 earned.
Yeah, it's bad. It's so There's something wrong. There's something wrong with him for sure.
He's an asshole.
That's part of it. I also have a story from today, but you sound like you have something.
Oh, no, just one of my closing thoughts was like there's obviously something going on with Marcelo Meyer. I think it's mental. There's something obviously going on with Marcelo. Doesn't look like himself, not playing the game of baseball the way that he does. His bat, it was never going to be the strongest point of his game, but it's like useless now. And his defense was always going to be what made him above a replacement level player, and it's not good now either.
Been below average at shortstop. Yeah, it's negative defense.
Yeah,
and certainly a negative bat.
And he doesn't look good.
He just needs to like have a Durbin type of run, hot stretch.
I mean, today, dude, he's also. I was listening on the radio today, but. There's a mound meeting shortly after he made that error in the 7th, and he just didn't participate. He just stayed back at his position, and he stayed there beating himself up. And Will Middlebrooks was like, yeah, like I've been there. I've been like beating myself up, but I had guys, mainly like Dustin Pedroia, to kick me in the ass and say, hey, knock it off. Nobody cares. We need you. We need you
on the next pitch. Yeah.
You can't be worried about that shit. Nobody gives a fuck. We need you now.
Yeah.
and that brought me back, and I was there. But there's nobody to put their arm around him. I guess it's Trevor, and he's not here right now. And after that, the list is I would say short, but it's non-existent. So,
and Contreras should be doing it in the infield huddle there, but
yeah, but I mean, can you imagine that? I don't know.
He has the fire, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, my last thing was that it's possible that your TikTok could get us a brand deal for the show.
My TikTok?
There was I went there, so I have a meeting every couple of weeks where we go through potential sponsors and all this stuff. And in this meeting today, we're going through all the different potential fits, and one of them I'm not going to say, but was in the archetype of like a Lowe's, Home Depot type of store. And they were talking about how, that's one that, just came up or whatever. And I was like, they always want real experiences and all that stuff. And I was like, Joey's been ripping his place to shreds and rebuilding it from scratch. And they were like, their eyes were like, whoa, wait, really? And I was like, yeah. I go, he's got TikTok about it. I go to show you. And I sent them your TikTok. And they were like, we're going to send this to them right now. The one where you're like, what do you do about this?
Yeah.
The wall.
You're like, I know what I would do, but what would you do? Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what's really funny? Real quick pause. That's still like that. Like, I still have exposed beams in my kitchen because I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know what to do with them.
That's funny. But yeah, that was good enough for them to immediately send an email to said company and be like with the link to your TikTok and be like, this is one of the hosts, by the way, like he's rebuilding his whole whatever. So I thought that was awesome. Funny. If you start to see an ad in that vein, that would be very funny. And you guys know now.
Hey, listen, I'm down for it because I'm still doing it. And whoever this hardware store company is, I'm trying to rebuild the garage right now. I'm trying to build a garage door myself, which
wow.
How much would you guess a garage door? Like a typical regular, like the most standard, not like vinyl and like with the windows and like automatic opening, just like a garage door.
Like a wooden do-it-yourself raise it?
Yeah.
$300?
Yeah, they're like $1,200.
Okay, and so that's what I would have said for the real one.
And so I'm like, no, like I'm not doing it. I could go do it. I'm not going to. So I've bought the supplies and I'm making one.
How much would the real, like the windows and the automatic?
More.
Well, yeah.
I haven't even priced those out because I don't even want one of those. I just
automatic garage door cost.
It's going to be one of those websites that's like, email us to get a quote. Like nobody wants to tell you how much they cost.
1,500 and 6,000 plus. That's super helpful.
Yeah, they're fucking expensive, dude.
The total includes the physical door, $500 to $4,500. The automatic opener, $150 to $500, and the professional installation, $1,500 or $150 to $500. Those are just crazy wide ranges.
I don't know. Between the door $8 and $1 million.
The door, yeah, $500 to $4,500. So just like a 9 times multiplier on the minimum to the maximum price range. That's crazy.
Yeah, houses, they cost somewhere between $10 and $1 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's how it is. So I'm happy to. Oh my gosh, if we could get a discount code, oh my Lord, would that help me? Because that's all I do. Jamie calls it the boy store. Those hardware stores, and I'll come back sometime. Or like we it's a little insight into we have like we share location, and so she'll be like, "Are you at the boy store right now?"
Yeah, you guys, you playing around the boys' toy store over there?
Yeah, that's like. Yeah, there are some times I'll tell her, I'm like, hey, I'm not allowed back at the boy store for a bit because I spent a lot more bit than I wanted to at the boy store. Anyway, yeah, that's the Red Sox.
Yeah.
I was thinking about
Right.
calling this episode Rocky Bottom.
I like
Rockies Bottom.
Just like rock bottom.
Yeah, but like Rockies.
Yeah. Because they just played them.
Yeah. They just played the Rockies, and now they're at rock bottom.
Right. If you guys want to know how we do this after, that's usually how we come up with titles. You're getting let into this conversation. This usually goes just like that.
You can follow us on the socials at ITM_pod. You can follow me at Joey Copponi. You can follow him at Scott Neville 46, just like how many losses the Boston Red Sox have as of June 24th, 2026. And we will see you after this hopefully merciful series with the New York Stinkies. For Scott Neville and Joey Copponi, let's go Red Sox.